This is Savvy Lou Sounds. Savvy Lou Sounds is a supporter of mine on Maker Support. Yes, folks, we're back to doing these again. Hell yeah. And Savvy Lou's got some shit to pimp. She's got a YouTube channel, Savvy Lou. She does music and stuff like that. I think she does vlogs too. And she's not bad. I would check her out. I'm a subscriber. And she also has a WordPress thing, whatever that is. I think it's like blogs and shit. I don't know. She got that. So check her out there if you're interested in reading stuff. But yeah, so we're doing it again, folks. Woo! It's actually pretty funny that I was going to do Savvy Lou's promo yesterday. I told her I was going to do her promo yesterday, but I knew I was going to do the Logan Paul video. There was something in me that told me I was going to do the Logan Paul video. All I was told was that Logan Paul made a new video. So I had no idea what was going to happen. And I watched the video and I was like, oh, I can't put ads in this because this is serious shit. So Savvy got bumped. So I had to pick another video for Savvy that would, you know, get some play so that she'd get good promotion. And like, I talk to her all the time. She messages me through Facebook all the time. So one of the hot button issues that she tends to talk about is immigration. And I noticed what had happened the other day. So I think it's a good time to talk about this.
Josa Arce is an immigrant and a former dreamer, and she joins us tonight, I believe, from Los Angeles. Josa, thanks a lot for coming on.
Thanks for having me on again, Tucker.
So, look, there may be things about this plan you don't like. There are definitely things that I don't like about it. But it's hard to see how a plan that gives legalization, amnesty, and a path to citizenship for more than 2 million people here illegally, none of them white, is white supremacy. How does that work?
Man. What's going on? Logan Paul comes back a man, and now the White House wants to throw out a path to citizenship. Holy shit. What's happening? Like I said, I think it would be a great idea to keep them. People that want to be here. Get rid of the ones that don't. Honestly, the assholes gotta go, I think. But hard-working motherfuckers that are like, just make me a citizen so I don't have to live in fear. Awesome! Make them citizens. I think that's great. You know, but then we have to follow the law after that at some point. But whatever. We'll cross that bridge when we've already blown it the fuck up, I think. But hey, you know, it's progress of some sort, I think. And that's awesome. What's happening?
Well, I think we have to take a step back and look at this from the beginning. The reason why we're in this chaos situation of young people's lives being on the line is because the
parents brought them here illegally, and the laws were not enforced then and there. So they stayed until it became a problem. And then it became a problem, so the politicians, of course, didn't want to actually solve the problem because you can't do that. It's so divisive. You're going to lose half of the fucking country pretty much, no matter what. You might not win another election. This is your job, remember? Your only job. So, yeah. Let's just slap a Band-Aid on it. We'll call it DACA, and then we'll just extend it every 2 years. Fuck it. Why not? Let's just, you know, we'll have our second citizen class then. Second class citizen then. Because They're not really legally here. So we can get rid of them at any time. But, they're paying taxes and shit. We need that money. So, yeah, we'll just do that. They can live in fear for every 2 years that they might get fucked over. Yeah, we'll just do that instead. That'll be altruistic. Really?
President rescinded DACA, the program that gave undocumented young people the ability to work and go to school and drive and pay taxes. He ended that program. And
yeah, because he wanted to start a program to which they could become citizens. Like, are you fucking shitting me? That's good enough for you. You want that? Oh, all we want is the right to be able to be here and have jobs and pay taxes, and that's all we want. We don't really want to be full citizens. This is fucking asinine, man.
that is why we're in this situation. And let's be very clear.
Since you want to do that and spew propaganda. Wait, no, stop. No.
Aw, shit, Tucker. Bring that bitch in line.
No, I'm going to ask you a question.
Monologue, and so now it's my turn to speak.
I don't.
Bitch, he's the host of the show. He decides when you speak. When he asks you the question, and you start to not answer it, he's going to stop you. He's the host, bitch. You gotta respect that.
I believe it is. I want to ask you a question about the discussion today. Not about the roots of DACA, which I'm happy to debate with you in some other forum. I want to ask about the response today to this proposal released last night, which is that it's white supremacy.
Yeah, that's the question. What do you think about that?
And I would like you to tell me if you believe it is, and if so, how.
You would let me.
If you could give me a crisp answer and not filibuster, I'd appreciate it.
That answer got to be crisp.
Listen, it was Donald Trump who ended the DACA program, and he did so because
he wanted to be able to make people citizens. Because Band-Aids in this situation are horse shit.
He wanted to hold hostage and use as bargaining chips the lives of 800,000 undocumented people who have been here their entire lives, who are American in every single way, and now what we're trying to do is to create a second-class citizen.
You really are American in every way.
Okay, that's what this program does. It says
so are you not going to answer my question? This is giving people who are here illegally are getting amnesty and a path to citizenship, which is what you've been asking for
decades.
And you're calling that white supremacy. None of those people are white. So how is it white supremacy?
But at what price?
At what price? Just your soul. That's all it costs. Just your soul. That's all we need from you. We just need souls. You can't have one to be an American.
I'm not calling it white supremacy. I don't think those words have come out of my mouth.
Ah, she got you there, Tucker. She got you there, Tucker. You're putting Nancy Pelosi's argument on her. Very bad, Tucker. Very bad.
They've come out of the mouth of
I'm not calling it white
the
supremacy
ranking
at
Democrat.
All. What I am saying is that this...
See, this is the question. To be fair, that is the question that Tucker is asking. He's asking what her opinion is about them saying it. But he does a couple of times say that she said it, and she doesn't say it during the course of this, so... Bad form, Tucker, bad form.
This plan, what it does is it creates a second-class citizen because it says that...
yeah. Technically, yeah. Because you're criminals. Like, if you commit federal crime, and you get sentenced in federal court, and you go to federal prison, and you serve your federally assigned time, and you come out an ex-federal convict, then you lose certain rights. You don't get to own a gun. I don't think you can vote. I don't know if that's been changed, though. I think in some states that's been changed, or they've tried to change it. I don't fucking know. But you lose certain rights when you're a criminal. So guess what?
The dreamers can become citizens themselves, but they cannot sponsor their parents. They cannot sponsor their siblings. And those rights are different than the rights that you have.
Well, that's the cost. You said before. At what cost? At the cost of being able to sponsor other people to come into this country. You came to this country illegally. For you to then be pardoned of that crime. And then be made a citizen. In response to your committing that crime. Then, yeah, you can't bring anybody else. Sorry. That's the price you pay. Sorry. What?
And you just said earlier that this plan, the 2 million people, that none of them are white, which is untrue because there are undocumented white people. There are 50,000 undocumented Irish people living.
See? She got you there again, Tucker. I mean, you handled it well. I'd say all in all you won, but the bar is set really low, and you won by a very slim margin, Tucker. This is a very disappointing video from you this time around. I'm sorry, I just gotta say it.
In New York City.
Sure.
So
there are. You're
people.
absolutely right. They're not covered by this. So that's my only point. You're absolutely right. There are definitely undocumented white immigrants.
There are dreamers who are white, Tucker.
Oh, I'm sure there are, but it's an indefinite.
I
absolutely believe you. It's just it's an look. I don't care actually about the race of the dreamers.
You don't have to believe me. It's a fact.
I do believe you.
See, that is a good point, Tucker. The race of the dreamers really doesn't matter when it all comes down to it. They're all just criminals.
My only point is that what you're seeing today is not an expression of white supremacy, so I wish you and your friends would stop making that point because it's a lie and it's divisive. That's my only point.
My point is, Tucker, that she didn't say that yet. You gotta get her to say that before you can say you and... Tucker.
And because it's not true, and it makes people hate each other. Do you understand what I'm saying?
It is a plan that would potentially make 2 million people, who are mostly people of color, have less rights than white citizens.
Because you're criminals, and this is the price you pay. Like, you gotta give us a little here, right? Like, we're trying to stem the flow of this happening. We're trying to make it so that we're not just fucking constantly bringing people into this country. That's what we don't want. So, guess what? You're not allowed to bring anybody else into the country.
So that is racist.
Okay.
See? Now you got her. Oh, man. Tucker bringing it all back around. Oh, shit.
So it's racist too. So you come in the country illegally as you did. You have a moral right to let your relatives come too?
I did not come into the country illegally. Let's get the facts straight. I came to the U.S.
This is probably the single stupidest thing she says through this whole interview.
On a plane, on a tourist visa. So I did not come into this country illegally.
I thought that you overstayed. I'm sorry, I totally misunderstood your bio. I
did overstay my visa, but I did not come into the country illegally.
Oh, you were here illegally. Okay. So I guess that's what I just said. But my point is,
point that you're missing
if you are
is
here
that an
illegally,
8-year-old, a 2-year-old cannot break the law. It was their parents who brought them to this country.
The parents who brought them to this country.
Of their own.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And the laws that we had in place at that time should have been adhered to, and they should have been immediately sent back. How is it that we've lost sight of when the bad thing happened? That's when something should have been done.
So you're saying that the parents who brought them to this country now have a moral right to become citizens also. And I'm wondering where that right comes from.
Listen.
I'm listening. But will you answer that question?
If
It's a simple question.
I am now a U.S. citizen, and if I want my mother to be able to come visit me and to be able to come be with me as a United States citizen, I should have that right.
No. Sorry. It's the right you gave up when you accepted the deal. It's all part of the deal. It's nice to have a businessman in the White House.
You have that right, right?
No,
if you had a
wait,
mother who lived in a different country, you would be able to sponsor her.
You sneak.
I mean, I'm sure that makes sense somehow. But I'm not entirely sure that makes sense. Because, like, if I was a citizen, but my mom wasn't, my dad would have to be a citizen too, right? So if I wanted my mom to come here, she should just marry my dad. And then she'd be here. Like, her argument doesn't make any fucking sense to me, because I don't think we even have that right, because I don't think we fucking need. Do we need sponsorship right for family members? How does that even fucking work? I don't get it.
Sneak into the country, you bring your child. That child gets citizenship, and now you have a right to citizenship because you're the one who caused this problem, that parent, in the first place, by bringing your child here illegally. But I have to, as a citizen, give you citizenship? How does that work exactly? No, but why should I be for that?
Going back to the point I was making at the beginning of the segment. Which
oh, fuck me.
How about you answer my question?
The reason we are in this situation is because the president ended DACA, and then he tasked Congress with coming up with a solution
you want to have that debate, but let's talk about.
But now
actually,
you're
not answering my question.
That Dreamer Lives should pay for a $25 billion wall.
Oh God, so the Dreamers are going to be slave labor to pay for the wall. Well, look, man, taxes are paid by citizens. And we don't really, I mean, we do technically get a say in where that money gets spent, but it all depends on who we vote into office and essentially what they fucking decide to do after they're there. So, technically we get to vote on where that money goes, but, like, we all pay taxes. So, even if you go to prison, get out of prison, you're still paying taxes, and guess where some of that money goes? To fund prisons. So, yeah, if you become citizens and you pay taxes, if they approve a wall, we're all going to be paying for it.
So you're saying if I sneak into someone else's country and bring my child, and the people of that country are kind enough to give that child citizenship, that I somehow deserve it too? Because why? Why? That's a simple question. Why don't you give me a simple answer?
I'm going to tell you why.
Are you? Are you really? Really? Really?
The reason why is because if these people become United States citizens, as they would under this plan, they should have the rights as every other American citizen has.
See, I can understand why you would say that, but you're wrong.
Why should this person, if we're making them citizens, why should they have less rights?
Because you came illegally, that's why, and we don't want to reward that behavior.
Then they should have the same rights as every other United States citizen.
No. You did the bad thing. Your parents did the bad thing, right? And then we did the bad thing by not doing what we should have done right then and there. But had we done the thing we should have done, you wouldn't fucking be here anyways. So, you're here because we made a clerical error and you guys committed a crime. So you're here. So now we're saying we'd like to correct our clerical error in a way that still makes us look like idiots because we're just going, well, fuck it, it's gone on for so long now, I guess they're just citizens. Right? We're admitting defeat. And in return for that, you're being granted citizenship. Now the cost of which is that you cannot continue to perpetuate the crime. Like, the crime is you came here illegally. We're saying we're going to look past that and we're just going to let you continue to be citizens because that's what you technically are. But you can't continue the fucking immigration surge that we're trying to stop right now. We're dealing with you because you're a side problem. There's still the greater issue. And we're not going to let you just proliferate the greater issue. Like, this isn't a foothold so that you can fuck the system. Why are you coming off like that? Because that's stupid. Because sooner or later, somebody's going to go, you know what? Fuck them all. Just get rid of them all. Because we can still do that. This is such a parent situation. You know, I can just take the Xbox from you for good. I don't have to give it back to you. You're my child. You're not... The fuck you think you are, man?
Let me ask you really quick. So the ACLU described this as the supposed generosity of giving citizenships to people who are here illegally. Do you think it's generous of the United States to give citizenship to people who came here illegally? Do you think it's generous?
I think it's extremely generous, Tucker. I think it's extremely generous.
I think that we are trying to talk about two different things.
Yeah, but he's interviewing you. You're on his show to answer his questions. Yeah, you're talking about two different things. But again, you're in the wrong.
Right?
No, we're trying to talk about... I'm asking you a simple question. Do you think it's generous to give people who are here illegally citizenship?
I don't think that it's generous to separate families and create second-class citizens.
No, you just much rather continue to be second-class citizens. Like, that's the crazy thing. It's almost as if now they don't really care about amnesty and citizenship. They just want to keep DACA. They want to keep the Band-Aid on. Like, it just makes no sense to me.
No, I don't.
I don't know why we would bring in people who are not grateful
separated
for the privilege of being an American citizen. You're definitely in that category, too.
But,
Julia,
by the way...
Thank you. Okay, we're out of time. Thanks.
Yeah, fuck off, bitch. So then he talks to Ann Coulter, and I honestly don't really care for Ann Coulter. She's another one of the kind of smarmy. She's very smart, and I think she has some good ideas, and I think she says a lot of good things. But I can't get over her attitude. Like, she's like Ben Shapiro, but not funny. You know, I don't know. She just comes off like an ass. So I can't really stand her. So we're not really going to listen to her very much. But Tucker does ask her a very good question.
But if there's a deeper question about democracy here. So if the public has been clear in poll after poll about what it wants and what it doesn't want on the question of immigration, and it went to the trouble of electing Donald Trump against all odds and all predictions... just to express that view, and it still can't get what it demonstrably wants in immigration. Is it possible for the public to have a say in this?
See, honestly, I don't think so. And here's ultimately my point. Ready? I'm really happy about this. I think it's great, and I understand that crazy ass bitch. She is not representative of all the people. You know, that 1.8 million, they're not a monolith. They're not all like her. I get that. And I'm happy that people are getting their chance. I think that's fucking amazing. I hope this passes, but it won't. There's no fucking way it will, because he's wanting to throw the fucking wall funding into it. And I think that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to balk at that in the higher levels of government. And I don't think it's going to pass. And I think that's very, very sad. And I think it's going to be a stupid political thing. All of this is because it's Donald Trump. When it all comes down to it, the reason it's racist because, dude, when it all comes down to it, it's a smaller portion of the greater problem. And we need to figure out the fucking greater problem. We need to fix that shit. So, like, this is cool, because we're dealing with a small portion of that greater problem. Hopefully, this is so we can move on to the greater problem. But I don't see it happening. I think that's unfortunate. I hope I'm wrong, but I was right with Logan Paul, and that was, dude. I wish I would have figured out a way to get Vegas. You know, I'd probably be a very wealthy man right now. That had to have been at least a 1,000,000 to 1 chance that he would come back a normal fucking person and like actually try and do something good. So, lost opportunities. But I don't see this happening. I don't see it happening. It'd be cool if I'm wrong, but the thing is, again, this isn't the problem. The problem is we don't adhere to the laws that we have on the books. So we need to figure that shit out. We need to change our culture. we need to get rid of sanctuary cities and that kind of nonsense, because that is perpetuating the fucking problem. The problem is we've got people coming into the country illegally. We need to stop that. I think it's cool that we're handling this, but what the fuck? What are we doing about the big problem? Big picture. That's what I want to see.
This used to be me. A sad, sad puppy. No food in the fridge, holes in my pillowcase, and all out of... Recently, things have been going great. You all have helped me out a lot. Now I have a fridge full of takeout, new pillowcases, and let's be honest, I'm never out of... But the reason that things have changed around for me like that is because I've had a lot of pressure taken off of me for buying stuff for making videos for you guys. You guys helped me buy a new capture box when my old one broke. You helped me buy a new PC when the other one turned into poop. And you helped me get to Perfect Circle concerts so that I could share that experiences with you guys. Recently I've kind of had to change the way I do things, but I found another way. You can find me on Maker's Support. I have a link in the description, and if you'd like to donate money to keep this sort of thing going, then that's where you can do it. Thank you very much. Have a good day. I hope you have fun.